Hey everybody, this is Jewelyn. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my Planting with Jewelyn merchandise review. I got my grandma and Ebby here with me. I am back in Arizona, sitting at our neighborhood park. It is a little windy, so excuse me for the wind, but it's a beautiful sunny day and I couldn't pass up not coming to my neighborhood park to film this reveal. A few years ago when I was doing monthly favorites, I used to enjoy setting up my camera at my neighborhood park and filming. So I wanted to bring my grandma and Ebby out to this beautiful location and share with you guys each product that we've been working hard on. Please follow me on Planting with Jewelyn on Instagram. You will see all of the photos of each of the products with information on my Instagram, and reach out to me on a direct message to place your order. This is open for everyone, so no matter if you're in the United States or international, you can go ahead and purchase this for yourself. My grandma worked really hard on every single product from start to finish, about an hour and a half on each product. And I know a lot of content creators love to release merchandise, but this is a little bit more personal just because my grandma personally handmade everything, and there is a lot of love and work put into this project. Also, every product is very limited edition. Don't worry if you're not able to purchase anything from this particular release, because my grandma and I are already working on our next set of merchandise, which will be going up for sale before the end of the year, so stay tuned. So before we go ahead and share with you all of the products my grandma's been working hard on, I wanted to go ahead and sit down with her and talk about her sewing life. She has a couple of decades of sewing under her, and I wanted to go ahead and share that with you guys because I think it's really special. My grandma has been sewing way before I was born. She is 75 years young. I am so blessed to have her in my life and able to bring a lot of content with my grandma in it. So grandma, let's talk about your sewing career. Now, you were born and raised in Hawaii. How old were you when you started sewing, and who introduced you to sewing?
Let's put it this way, maybe 9 to 10 years old, but then got serious like 12.
Okay. And who was your inspiration and your role model with sewing?
None other than my mommy, Hattie.
So now, growing up, talk about how did you learn how to sew, and how did your mom inspire you with all of this?
Well, with, of course, 5 girls, there's lots to cut and sew for each one, but I think by sticking around and learning what she had taught us, more so me, because none of the others wanted to sit and learn. My mom who gave me instilled this
Inspiration,
yes,
to where you are today.
I think it's one of the highlights that brought me to where I am today.
And also a fond memory growing up sewing with your mom.
Yes, and it's only sad that she only lived with us. She was 43 years old.
So she passed at an early age.
Yeah, early.
So now, moving forward now, when you were living in the city part of the island, talk about your sewing history then when you were married, being a mommy, and sewing.
It all started when my children were going to church. Finally, I went to a sewing class, and it was the old-fashioned way, you know, with rulers. But I just took the pattern that they cut out for me, and one pattern you can have 10, 15 different styles just from one pattern.
And then when did you start like doing gowns and stuff like that? Because I know you mentioned about gowns.
Yeah, I think it was in my late 40s. You know, the first wedding that I sewed for my sister's daughter's wedding, which was crazy, but I did 9 girls. Thought would have taken me more than a week to sew all of that, but I finished it in less than a week.
And then talk about the highlight now in the past several years as a great grandmother and being in a very tight-knit community with your church. Talk about all of the sewing that you've been doing prior to you being up here in the mainland with us.
Well, I think so. In one of my highlights in sewing was one of the church members, which was the pastor's wife, asked if I could sew for her friend. And she's in college, they both were in college, and I said, oh yeah, it all depends what she wants. She said, oh, it's a long length gown. So I said, okay, let me see the style.
How old were you?
I think it was in my 40s.
Okay.
Elvis Presley's daughter's first year birthday. So
A
I
neighbor.
finished, yeah.
Elvis Presley's neighbor.
Elvis Presley's neighbor. So she took a picture of it by Elvis Presley's gate at their house. And it was well weared. She said she loves it and she wears it for every occasion.
And then also now with your church, over the last few years before coming up to the mainland here, talk about really briefly about your history with your church and what you've been doing.
Well, I've been going to my church now over 10 years, and they came up with sewing classes at the church for all the ladies, and they said it was something to do with dress a girl around the world. And I said, oh, sounds interesting. So I went to the class the following week, only to find that you can sew from size 3 all the way up to size 16. But I chose 3 because I thought of all my grandkids. So when you have grandchildren, you
And
know,
great-grandchildren.
and great-grandchildren,
Yes, my
you
grandma has a lot of
know
great-grandchildren.
that you're going to sew the best.
You pour your heart into it.
Yes. So, and all of this sewing is all donated. We did it with our heart.
And it goes all around the world.
And it goes all around the world. And the dresses that I sewed went to Uganda, Africa, Philippines, China, and one more place. I remember Philippines. Did I say Philippines?
Yes, you did.
Okay, but there were 5 different countries that they sent the dresses to. And it totaled to, from 2014 to 2015, I sewed 325 dresses.
325 dresses? Grandma, that's a lot of dresses.
And I know the girls are happy wearing it.
So that was definitely a big highlight in your sewing career.
Big time.
And then
yeah.
on the opposite side of that, you are now collaborating with me sewing my belly dance costumes. So my grandma and I
Yeah.
are like very big with belly dance costumes. I do a lot of the hand sewing. My grandma comes in here and there to do hand sewing, but my grandma, her and I collaborate on cutting the patterns for my mermaid skirt, and she does
Yes.
all the cut and sewings for my belly dance costumes. We can do a whole separate video just on talking about my costume work. But now that I have my grandma here with me, if you are familiar with my channel and watch my vlog channel, then you know that my grandpa passed away 6 months ago, and I've been wanting to keep my grandma really busy ever since my grandpa passed, and having her up here with me and collaborating with my channel is such a big deal to me, and I want you guys to be able to have a part of something from my home to yours. Everything that my grandma worked on in this particular Planting with Jewelyn collection is thought out. We went from downtown LA to Arizona to pick these beautiful fabrics for you guys, and of course I am so excited to reveal them today with my grandma. Everything will be on my Planting with Jewelyn Instagram, so go ahead and reach out to me in the direct message to place your order. This is open for everyone around the world to purchase. So let's go ahead and talk about them one at a time. So the first products I want to talk about are my beautiful pot holders. They are very stunning and eye-catching. Now if you take a look at this, there's a bunch of different things happening on here that drew my attention. We got some orchids, monsteras here, hibiscus, and I think even like maybe an alocasia, or even if you want to say a taro leaf on here, Grandma. I just love the bold print on here. It does come in a set of 2 when you do purchase a set. I absolutely love this. Now if you look at the bold prints, what we did on the other side is we made it one solid color. It's like a light olive green. Each of my products comes with the Planting with Jewelyn label, which is very personal, and I love that. It really like makes every single product so special to me. I chose the scissors motif because of propagating plants. I absolutely love it. So these are up for sale. Again, there is a handful of them, not a lot. So if you guys are interested in this, I think it would look super stunning in a kitchen that is filled with plants. I love the pop of color, and I'm just excited to see them in your kitchen. So the next products I want to talk about, which I'm really excited to share and style in my home, is these beautiful decorative pillow covers. Now they come in 2 different prints. Let's talk about them one at a time. So here's the first one that I want to go ahead and highlight. This is the banana leaf print. I love the black peeping through the leaves and then the different variation of greens on here. This is such a stunning pillow, and I love the print on it. So when I seen this, I definitely had to include this in my collection. And if you take a look in the back here, I have it set with a lighter green solid color here, my Planting with Jewelyn label, and then a slit to put the pillow in. My grandma custom made the pillows for me yesterday so that it fits perfect. I absolutely love this one. So here's the second option here. As you can see, very different. It definitely gives me mod vibes with that off-white color in the background with the big bold monstera leaves in different shades of greens. I really love this one. I would like to style them side by side or even on my bed between all of my white pillows. I think that would look absolutely stunning. And in the back here, we have like an olive green with the Planting with Jewelyn label here, and of course the slit to insert your pillow. This is what they look like side by side. I think they're absolutely stunning. I can see this styled on a couch, on a bench, on your bed, and then mixed up with other solid pillows. I think this is super cute, especially if your home has tons of plants in them. I think this is just a really nice accent piece. This is what it'll look like when it is shipped out to you. So it is flat, and then you can go ahead and put a pillow of your choice in here. I am absolutely in love with these pillowcases, and I can't wait to style them in my home. I love the prints on them, and I think they work well together. So here's the pillows side by side. They are sold separately, but if you do buy a set of 2, there will be a discount, but they are sold separately. So it's really up to you. If you like both, I think they work well. I'm gonna have both in my home, styled in the same area between solid white pillows. I really love the designs and the contrast of both next to each other, so it's just based on your preference. So the last products that I want to talk about is very dear to my heart. If you watch my Planting with Jewelyn episodes, you know I am in love with the apron my grandma created for me. I wear it in every single episode. So let's talk about the 4 different colors of aprons that we are going to be offering for this apron collection. There will be more prints to come, so if you are not able to purchase one at this moment, there will be more options soon. Let's go ahead and talk about the most simplest pattern here, which is my beautiful monstera with vibrant green background. Now, if you are a minimalist and love green, this is for you. As you can see here, it's a bright pop of green with bold white leafy prints here. We got the monstera here, bird of paradise. Each single apron comes with a pocket here. This apron will look super cute whether you are working with plants or even cooking. I'm going to use my particular apron in my restaurant. Now, the last 3 I'm going to talk about are all of the same prints, but I love this print so much I had to get it in all of the colors. It is so windy here, guys, but I am trying to get through this video. I hope you guys can hear me. So the last 3 aprons that I'm talking about have the same pattern in different colors. So whether you like pink, Tiffany blue, or baby blue, I got you. So here's the pink version. I absolutely love this print so much I had to get it in every single color. As you can see, there's the monstera on here as well as the tiare and hibiscus. I love this print. This one is a little bit more busy compared to the green and white apron. I think they're all beautiful and unique. It's just kind of what you want in your preference. I absolutely love this one. So here is the baby blue version. As you can see, the same beautiful print on a blue background. So if blue's your color, then this one is meant for you. Let's talk about my favorite color, Tiffany blue. So you guys know by now, if you watch my channel, Tiffany blue is my favorite color. It is also my accent color in my restaurant. So I'm gonna be personally wearing my apron, which is in my grandma's hand. We'll talk about it in a bit at my restaurant. So here is the beautiful Tiffany blue color. And as you can see, it has that nice pop color in the background with the same print. So the style of the pocket of the apron comes plain, but if you want a little extra something, like myself, you can spend a few extra more dollars and get the ruffle and bold detail on the pocket. This is what mine looks like. I love it. I think it looks adorable, and just that little extra something on it just kind of spices up the apron. I know bows and ruffles aren't for everybody, so the pockets do come plain. But if you want a little extra something, you can spend a few more dollars and add the bow and ruffles to your pockets. So that is going to wrap up today's Planting with Jewelyn merchandise reveal. We do have more merchandise that we're working on currently right now, but we're going to save that for probably next month. We're going to release that. It'll definitely be before the year end. If you guys are interested in purchasing anything that I shared with you on today's video, please reach out to me on direct message on Planting with Jewelyn on Instagram. Place your order with me and I'll go ahead and ship it out to you personally. I'm so excited to see all of the products in your home. Again, if you do purchase any of my products, I would love to have pictures of them to share it on my channel as well as my Planting with Jewelyn Instagram. And that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thank you, Grandma, so much for working hard on all of these products. My grandma spent about an hour and a half on each product from start to finish, so this is very limited. You can find more on my blog at ilovejewelyn.blogspot.com. Until next time, aloha from Scottsdale, Arizona. Bye!